Welcome to Groundcraft. In this video, we journey deep into the rainforest to witness how patience, craftsmanship, and nature come together to create a hidden survival shelter inside a giant tree. Fire is used as a traditional inspection tool to examine the interior of the giant tree. The flame reveals the depth of the hollow space and helps confirm the absence of harmful wildlife such as snakes or insects. Selective cutting begins to expand the interior space. Excess wood is carefully removed to create sufficient room while preserving the structural integrity of the tree. One section of the interior is then excavated and leveled to form a sleeping area. Construction begins with the bed, ensuring a resting space is available throughout the build. To fully understand how survival shelters like this are designed, built, and sustained, watch the video through to the end. Every stage demonstrates how materials are carefully selected from the environment to ensure strength, durability, and long-term sustainability in extreme rainforest conditions. If this build adds value to your understanding of wilderness survival and traditional construction methods, support the channel by liking the video and subscribing for more educational projects like this. Small, durable wooden poles are inserted into carved sockets within the tree walls. These poles form a suspended bed frame, elevating the sleeping surface above the ground. Elevation is critical in rainforest shelters as it protects against moisture, insects, and heat loss during the night. In the rainforest, every sound carries weight. A single movement travels through layers of vegetation, echoing life, danger, and opportunity. Natural plant fibers are then woven together to create a rope mattress. When tightly bound, these fibers distribute weight evenly and remain flexible under load. The mattress is tested to confirm its strength, ensuring it can support repeated use without sagging or failure. The sides of the bed are enclosed using small wooden sticks and sealed with mud. A small circular opening is intentionally left near the base. This opening will later serve as a heat channel, allowing warmth from the fireplace to flow beneath the sleeping area, improving thermal comfort during cold nights. Construction continues upward with the roof framework. A long wooden pole, naturally perforated, is installed between major tree branches. Additional poles are inserted through these openings and secured into the tree, forming a rigid roof skeleton capable of supporting weight and weather. Plant fibers are woven tightly across the roof and wall framework. This layer acts as both reinforcement and binding, preventing movement while allowing the structure to flex naturally with wind and tree growth. A circular window is formed using thicker fibers and anchored with small wooden pegs, ensuring ventilation without compromising strength. 。 this build adds value to your understanding of wilderness survival and traditional construction methods, support the channel by liking the video and subscribing for more educational projects like this. Mud plaster is applied extensively across the roof and walls. This layer provides insulation, blocks rain penetration, reduces airflow, and adds fire resistance. Mud also helps regulate internal temperature, keeping the shelter cooler during the day and warmer at night. Fresh grass, removed with roots intact, is placed on top of the roof. Over time, the grass continues to grow, creating a living roof. This natural layer protects the shelter from direct sunlight, absorbs rainwater, and blends the structure seamlessly into the rainforest environment. Survival in environments like this is decided long before the shelter is finished. It begins in the mind, where patience outweighs strength. Isolation strips life down to its essentials. Without discipline, small mistakes become serious risks. Calm judgment, not speed, determines who lasts and who doesn't. A fireplace is constructed using a hollowed log, carefully carved and lined with mud to prevent fire damage. If this build adds value to your understanding of wilderness survival and traditional construction methods, support the channel by liking the video and subscribing for more educational projects like this. Humidity presses in from all sides. Tools feel heavier, time feels slower, and every action demands intention. Nothing here is ever still. Even in silence, the forest is watching, shifting, responding. Bamboo channels are installed to guide smoke safely outside the shelter, reducing the risk of carbon buildup. If this build adds value to your understanding of wilderness survival and traditional construction methods, support the channel by liking the video and subscribing for more educational projects like this. A separate bamboo channel directs heat beneath the bed, efficiently warming the sleeping area without exposing it to open flame. To fully understand how survival shelters like this are designed, built, and sustained, watch the video through to the end. Every stage demonstrates how materials are carefully selected from the environment to ensure strength, durability, and long-term sustainability in extreme rainforest conditions. Interior shelves are created by splitting large wooden poles and securing them along the walls. Elevated storage keeps essential items dry, organized, and away from insects, completing a shelter designed for long-term survival rather than temporary refuge. Because the shelter is carved into a natural tree root rather than a flat wall, a conventional door shape is not possible. To solve this, large natural plant fibers are used to first form a flexible rope frame. This frame defines the correct size and contour of the entrance before any final carving is done. The rope frame is positioned against the exposed root section that was cut earlier. Using it as a guide, the entrance is carefully carved to match the frame's exact shape. This method ensures a tight seal while preserving as much of the tree's strength as possible. Grooves are then carved into both sides of the root and the door panel itself. Small wooden pegs are knocked into place at the lower section, acting as pivot supports. This simple but effective system allows the door to function without metal hinges, relying entirely on natural materials. The design serves two critical purposes. First, the exterior surface of the door doubles as a step, allowing it to function as a staircase for entering and exiting the shelter. Second, when pulled upward, it seals the entrance completely, providing protection from wind, rain, and animals. Small holes are created near the top of both the door and the frame. A rope threaded through these points allows the door to be pulled closed from inside the shelter. Mud is then applied across the shelter floor and finished with small stones. This creates a firm, insulated surface that resists moisture while improving comfort underfoot. Candles are lit inside the shelter, serving more than a simple lighting purpose. In enclosed rainforest environments, scented or natural oil candles can help deter insects such as mosquitoes, flies, and other small pests that are drawn to heat and moisture. Fire is used for cooking, and a simple meal prepared from vegetables and chicken demonstrates how a functional shelter supports daily survival needs, not just protection. Food in rainforest environments must be chosen carefully. High humidity accelerates spoilage, so fresh preparation is essential. Cooking over controlled fire not only improves digestion but also reduces the risk of parasites common in tropical regions. In survival conditions, food is not about comfort. It is about maintaining strength, clarity, and the ability to continue working safely. This build demonstrates how survival in the rainforest depends on understanding the environment rather than fighting it. From selecting a naturally protected tree system to shaping a livable shelter within its roots, every step relies on materials sourced directly from the forest and techniques refined through observation and patience. If this build adds value to your understanding of wilderness survival and traditional construction methods, support the channel by liking the video and subscribing for more educational projects like this.
In the forest, every material has a purpose, and every decision carries weight. When knowledge and environment work together, even the simplest resources can provide warmth, protection, and rest. Thank you for taking part in this journey.